Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Sorry this one took so long. I've been in the process of moving and sadly my microphone has disappeared in the moving. I still haven't got everything unpacked, so hopefully the audio quality is okay for this one. We'll see how it goes. This week we have been testing out 3 different molds from MVP, which one of them is the new macro Tesla. So this is one of the, I guess, medium discs. It's in between a mini marker and a normal size disc, and actually it does still fit the legal guidelines for a mini marker, which I've been having a blast with. Now that it's actually nice outside, it's hot outside actually. Tournament season has started for us here in Montana, so I've been using this as my mini marker and got some fun comments and everything about it. Really pretty stamp. It's the same stamp as the other Tesla, and these ones are plasma plastic and they also come in neutron plastic. So I've got 2 of them in the plasma plastic. I have no idea what they weigh. That is not on there, but they're light because they're tiny. But these things go crazy far. It's been hilarious to be using these. I've thrown them on some downhill holes and got them clear out close to 450, 480 feet on the downhill holes. I've been throwing them out here in the field and getting them over just over 400 feet, right about 400 feet. And they're tons of fun. I've thrown a couple other mini-ish discs before, like the Little Wizard and the Mini Buzz and the Mini Nuke. And I think the key to these kind of things is stability, whereas the Nuke was really flippy and flipped over a bunch. And these have incredible stability. There's some footage in here of me throwing into crosswind, and I was throwing them up in the air on a hyzer and they would flip, but they were still finishing to the left, which is incredible for a disc this light and this small to be finishing to the left in that amount of crosswind. So these things were incredibly fun. Been enjoying them as a mini marker, and it's just a fun kind of game way to play golf, throwing the little guys around. We've been having fun trying to play catch with them, trying to make long putts with them and everything like that. MVP does have a macro basket as well that's kind of sized for these guys. I haven't used one of those yet, but I'm excited to try it at some point. Hopefully I can get a macro basket one day. The other molds, this was a very exciting order for me, by the way, because these next 2, the macro Tesla was loads of fun. These next 2 are 2 of my favorite molds MVP has ever made. And the first one is the Octane. And the Octane just came out in Eclipse plastic, which is proton plastic with the glow rims. So this is MVP's glow plastic. I really like the way that they do glow plastic, where it's just the rim, because it looks really cool when you throw them. Unfortunately, flying the drone to film glow plastic at night is probably not the best idea. So we weren't able to get any flying drone shots of glow plastic, sadly. But these things are an incredible mold. Both of these are 167 actually, which I really like for these kind of discs. One thing I've noticed about MVP and Axiom is even when you get to lighter discs, I've had a handful of Defies, and I've had Defies all the way from 175 to 155, and you can barely tell the difference in stability. So these guys at 167 felt just as stable as the other Octanes I have, and they fly extremely far. I really like the Octane because, one, it bombs. If you pull it through flat, you can get some great turn out of it and really good forward finish. It's just domey enough to have a lot of glide to it. And the reason I first really liked the Octane when I first got one last year was how well it holds an extended hyzer line. You can throw it on a hyzer and it holds that really long, smooth, extended hyzer. So I like these discs a lot. I use them for the big hyzer lines, and I use them just for max distance shots. When I'm really ready to unleash or something, I pull these guys out. So anytime I've got a long hyzer, a high hyzer, or huge flex distance type shots, I go with the Octane. Fantastic discs. I would definitely recommend those. I've got, I think, 3 of them in my bag already, and then those guys, I have a couple extras. I love the Octane. And speaking of loving discs, this is one of the most exciting releases I've been waiting for a long time. They've come out with the Atom in Firm Electron. And this is super exciting to me because I love the Atom. Like I said before, I already bagged the Atom as my go-to putter, as well as I have a Proton Atom that was in here. I took it out to hold these putters, but I carry 1 Proton Atom and 2 soft atoms. And now I've switched over and I'm putting with the firm atoms, and I love the feel of them. I love the fact they're more rigid than the medium and the soft, of course, as well as they've showed quite a bit more durability. I've been throwing these a lot off the tee, They do great off the tee just because they fly a lot more like a proton atom. They've got more stability instead of that straight line that the medium and the soft atoms had, where you could finish right or you could finish left depending on how much snap you kind of got at the end of the throw. I haven't had any problem so far with these things flipping over and going to the right. Even throwing them into that massive crosswind, they did a great job staying straight, finishing left or finishing forward, one or the other. These don't really turn over. On the anti-line, they fade to flat. Really, really similar flight to the Proton Matrix if you've thrown those. And like I said, been throwing them a ton off the tee, and so far, no real noticeable difference in the stability, no real noticeable difference in their shape or anything like that. They've got, you know, marks on the edges, but there's no deformity. They haven't bent at all or anything like that. And I started out with 2 of them, and now, as you can see, I have 9 of them. So you can tell that I really like the Atom. These things are incredible. I'm really excited to have them and keep using them. They still have that good grippy feel that I like so much with Electron, while now having durability and a little bit more rigidity to them. So I've been loving these things a lot. If you guys are looking for an Atom off the tee that you don't have to worry about crashing into trees or something, but you don't want to give up the grippiness of Electron, the Proton is not your favorite plastic or something, definitely check those out. Like I said, they're extremely similar. I've been loving them so far. I will always recommend the Octane to people. Octane is one of my favorite discs, and the Macro Tesla was loads of fun. So this release was a ton of fun to film and everything. Sorry it took so long to get out, but let me know if you guys have any questions about the discs, or if you have a suggestion for what you want to see next time. I will read through the comments and see what I can do. Hopefully answer any questions you have, and for the next video, we'll see what happens. I might do one eventually on this guy. I finally upgraded to a double chain basket, the black hole, so we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.